And that gets things running. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. And here's Thuram. Zielinski. Pullet did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Look at the space here. And Shevchenko! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction.
Now the finish! And yes, it's there! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
Shot a goal! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Real chance here. That's really well cleared. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Chip through. Pass somewhat off target. Bergkamp. Now it's Owen. Owen is flagged offside. Interesting ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah. That's a decent clearance. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. McAllister. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Darren Fletcher.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. He's had it taken off him.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
That's a little off target. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Merino. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Torres. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Makaleli. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. He can run onto that. Can he put it away? Yes, it's there!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of... And Vardy! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Bergkamp. Makaleli. Diogo Dalot promptly onto that, and that is that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, They're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Owen with a beautifully timed run.
Aleykümselam Baron. Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Olmayanlar için, atmayanlar için diyorum.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel. That's been cut out. Well played.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Diogo Dalot. Nice interception, well timed. Mohamed Salah has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
McAllister. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Diogo Dalot. It's run loose here. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, he's played it in low. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Sağ ol Aykut kardeş. Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayalım arkadaşlar. Bir zahmet. Warzone oynadım az önce de yayın yapmadım da oynarız. Biraz şey yapayım dedim, futbol atayım. Normalde futbolu daha çok seviyor millet de. Ama atarız Warzone. Kimse gelmedi de ondan yok. İnsan olsa. Arkadaşlar gelmedi. Solo da yok Warzone'da. Ya duo var ya dörtlü var. Solo'yu iptal etti şerefsizler. Yapma, oraya değil öne at be. Tamam Aykut. Solo'da az önce video attım. Hatta onu izleyebilirsin. Şeyde birinci oldum. Rebirth Solo, Rebirth haritasında. 5 dakikalık atmıştım şeye, bir bakarsan hesapta, kanalda görürsün. Hemen 10-15 dakika önce attım, daha yeni indi. Tamam.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Şey sana versin.
Bergkamp. And it's Owen.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Yavrum benim be.
Better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's played forward. Taken back almost at once. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gabriel calmly anticipates. He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
White. Irwin. That is ended up in no man's land. Time and again they are repelled. Bergkamp. Zirkzee. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Menu. Now it's Torres. That is a great pick out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Zirkzee looking to run onto it. And now the breakaway. Aim forwards. Adams gets across to intercept that. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in. And he's had a hit! Looking for options for movement. The final 5 minutes. Diogo Dalot. And it's Fernando Torres. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time. Oh, no joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gabriel. So that's it. It is all over. Liverpool have done it. The perfect... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And a fantastic tight venue, the Gavis, now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after the recent renovations. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Nedved, can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I think it's safe to assume, Peter, that Diego Forlan will pose this side's greatest threat, regardless of whatever position he plays.
Which is testament of... There's the shot! Nedved. That's been cut out, well played. Bergkamp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Owen. That is good alertness. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! Goal! Besiktas! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pullet could try cutting inside here. Can he finish? He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Dembele. Osimhen. Now it's Neymar. He can run onto that. Now it's Owen. Owen hits one! He scores! Two! And we've barely begun here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the...
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. Great hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Besiktas clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Besiktas find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dembele. And he lines up a cross. He's got the shot away! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, he was first to react, and I love that part of it. The reaction was great, and he almost profited, you know.
Gets his pass away. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! And he should have made it 4.
Besiktas just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Yaya Toure.
İrhan.
Build up. There's plenty of really nice
Aa
passing.
İrhan.
Oh, facing up to his
Şu bitiversin de.
This is
Ne
a
yapalım?
formidable
Futbola
matchup.
geçtim. Kimse yok. Geçiverdim
Ya, ne
ben de.
yapacaksın futbolu?
Birinci olurdum, geçiyordum.
So another set play. So he's
Evet.
Şeyi soloyu kapatmasalar ben orada da olurum birkaç kere daha da. Kapattı şerefsizler ya.
Asking too much of himself
Şeyi
from
açtın mı? LC onu.
Yok daha ben gündüz bir iki el oynadım.
Ben açamadım
Şimdi
daha
yeni
ya.
açtım. O nerede? Şeyde mi?
Diaz.
Pas, battle pass'ta mı?
Hayır. Ha, dördüncüde işte.
Ha,
It's clear to
üçüncüde
see
veriyor.
that he is not at all happy with that.
Üçüncü sayfada.
Clearly is
Oo,
miffed
ben daha
having
hiç
made the run.
başlamadım.
Yok
yani.
ben şey yapmak kaçtayım ben 2'de miyim öyle bir şey.
Well, that was well
Bugün
positioned
açılır o ya.
and well pitched.
Oynarsak.
They can hurt with their backs to goal. Well, look,
Sen ne yapıyorsun ki?
they've got a
Rebirth
height
mi oynuyorsun?
advantage and it's time for them to
Ben
use it.
yeni moda oynadım biraz.
Yeni
Hani
modu
oynuyor,
ben
hatırlıyor musun?
hatırlamam
Kodlarda
ya
bir
ben pek şey
şey
yapmıyorum
oynuyorduk.
bunu ya. Çok kalabalık, çok adam,
He.
karman çorman.
Onu oynadım biraz.
Ben girdim,
Şimdi Rebirth'e falan
sevmedim,
geçelim.
kapattım hemen ya.
Rebirth oynarım ya biraz.
And now they
Ya
can
şey
spread the
duo var
defense.
ya, gireriz gelen olmazsa ya.
Now it's Neymar.
Sen
Ne
geleceksin
yapacaksın?
mi? Bekleyeyim mi?
Geleceğim ben de, hay sen bir el at. Ben futbol 29. dakika.
Sweet ball that.
Tamam,
Futboldayım ben şey ya çıkamıyorum. Sen söyle.
Ya bunların amına koyayım ben ya. Vallahi billahi. Ya.
Ya o şeyi madem şey yapıyorsunuz,
Güncelleme yapıyorlar. Ana
güncelleme
kurusu
yapıyorsunuz, şey yapmayın değil mi? Geçen
Vallahi var
sefer de
ya.
oldu abi.
Bak,
İlk defa olmuyor ki.
Diaz.
oyuna giriyorum.
He's had a shot.
Yani bir saat içinde 4 kere attı beni oyun.
Beni de yaptı. Dün, bugün
Sinir oldum ya.
Rebirth'te hiç yapmadı yalnız. Hiçbir şey olmadı. Şeyde oluyor, büyük haritada oluyor genelde.
Rebirth'te de attı beni.
Beni atmadı
Rebirth'te
hiç.
3 kere attı beni.
Besiktas
Yok,
are
bende
looking
bir
to go
sorun
forward
olmuyor.
now.
Büyük haritada oluyor sorun.
Şöyle oluyor. Atıyor. Oyundan çıkıyorum. Geri girdiğinde yeniden girmek istiyor musun partiye diyor. Evet diyorum.
He bana da dedi
Giriyorsun.
bugün bir kere.
Kept his eye on it.
Ama onda demedi bana. O şey harita var ya dediğin. A ile B'yi kapma onda dedi bana. Ben de ondan sonra bir kere girmedim bir. Bir de adına bakayım dedim. Onu da baktırmadılar. Ha ya.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Diaz in acres of space out wide. Good read, needed to be. Spread out to the left. Cross flung in towards. Climbs up big. No way through, so he's having a go. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, if they hope to have
Yazın
any
gidiyor mu
chance of
şey?
winning this round, they
Türkiye.
have to
Nasıl?
abandon their
Yazın
shoot on
gidecek
sight
mi Türkiye'ye
policy.
diyorum.
It's just not working.
Owen,
Bir dakika. Senin sesin
Neymar.
az geliyor, senin sesini ben bir açayım biraz.
Nasıl? Kıstın mı iyice?
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end
Yazın diyorum gidiyor mu Türkiye'ye diyorum ha.
Yazın mı? Yok, bu yaz
that's a
gitmeyeceğim
key
ya.
interception.
Ha, geçen gittin yeter mi diyorum.
Geçen yaz gittik
Ah
işte,
be. He.
bok gibi geçti.
Biliyorum
Bu sene de
arabayı şey yap dedin değil mi?
bu sene de evin masrafları falan var, onlarla uğraşacağım.
Arabayı değiştirdin mi aynı araba mı duruyor?
Yo, aynı araba burada yaptırdım ya ara, bir daha değiştirmek istemedim.
Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the
Sen
other,
dura mı gidiyorsun
utterly dreadful.
mesela
And we're only
şeye
halfway through.
Türkiye'den ve kaç 2 günden varıyorsun ne yapıyorsun?
Yo, yani 1,5 gün falan tutuyor ya, fazla değil.
Şey nasıl oluyor bu minyet diye bir şey varmış ne o? Minyet mi ne o yoldan alıyormuşum şeylerden.
Vinyet şeyde,
Bir kere mi alıyorsun onu?
Avusturya'da var. Ondan sonra Macaristan'da var. Bulgaristan'da var.
Yoksa normal.
Tabii diğerleri normal.
Sınır kapılarında
mesela
ne yapıyorlar?
Sırbistan-
Pasaportu mu bakıyorlar?
Gümrüklerde mi?
He.
Zaten ya gümrükte şöyle, Macaristan'dan gidersen Macaristan'dan Sırbistan'a girişte işte bakıyorlar pasaporta.
Çalmak için
kimliklerine
paralarını
bakıyor.
milletin eurolarını, altınlarını fazlalık varsa.
Aynen onları soruyor.
Başka?
Şüphelendiklerini arıyorlar. Bagajı açtırıyorlar. İşte sağa sola bakıyorlar falan. Bazen de
Şimdi
gıcıklığına bekletiyorlar.
şimdi ben mesela lafın
Orası
gelişi
çocukları.
yumurta götürsem almazlar değil mi bagajda?
Yumurta
Yumurta
nasıl
dediğim
yani?
bildiğim haşlanmış değil normal civciv
Ha,
çıkarmalı.
yok bir şey demezler onlar.
He çünkü şeyde uçakta 2 kilo izin varmış da. Ben hep bunu düşünüyorum. Bir kere gideyim de olan diyorum. Her çeşit civciv cinsten götüreyim diyorum ben. Anladın mı?
Çıkacak cinsten mi bunlar?
Evet
Gerçi onlar
tabii canım
bilmez onlar.
özel bilmez onlar da sadece yumurta işte. Pişmemiş çiğ yumurta. Sınır var mı acaba arabada?
Bir şey demezler ona.
Uçakta 2 kilo. 2 kilo da hemen hemen 30 tane mi yapıyor öyle bir şey. Bir kutu işte bir karton yani. İyi demezlerse güzel aslında gitmeye. Ben sırf onun için bir kere gitmek istiyorum biliyor musun? Arabayla.
Yok,
Uçakla
öyle
uğraşmayayım
şey-
diyorum. Ben şey yapacağım ya Allah izin verirse gidebilirsek ölmeden. Çiftlik
arabayla mı
miflik.
gideceksin?
Hayır yani şey yapayım diyorum. Çiftlik yapayım şey yapayım diyorum ya. Yabancı ülkeden gelen şeyler daha değerli biliyor musun? Cinsler.
Evet.
Hem kaliteli oluyor. Türkiye'den
Ya şimdi şöyle bir şey var. Romanya gümrükleri açtı ya. Artık Türkiye'ye kadar gümrük görmüyorsun. Tabii. Ama şöyle tabii gideceğin yola bağlı. Yalnız Romanya yolları çok da
Neredesin lan?
iyi değil.
Onu saracaksın battaniye canım. Erhan diyor şey.
Kim o?
Merdo. Nerede
gelsin
maç mı
bakalım
seyretti?
nerede?
Ne yaptı bu? Dün de gelmedi. Demin
Şampiyonluğumuzu
Levent'e mi vardı? Gördün mü bilmiyorum. Davet attım. Şey yapmadı. Sonra yanına girdim. 3 dakika sonra 5 dakika sonra çıktı. Kapattı makineyi. O alışamadı daha biliyor musun? Bence.
o biraz ısınması lazım. Ya sola girecek ya bir şey yapacak. Isınacak.
Aynen. O da solo giriyormuş Rebirth'te ben gördüm. Şampiyonluk kutlama bok mu var şampiyonluktan? Salak kadını çıkarmışlar da bir şeyler söylüyor. Şey gibi garga gibi ses var kadında. Sunucu mu kim bilmem. Gördüm ben bir geçen gün. Neyini izliyorsun ya? Geleceksen gel.
Gel. Olmuşsun zaten şampiyon
Bırak
canım.
kutlamayı mutlamayı ya. Ne yapalım kutlamayı amına koyayım. Bana faydası var mı? Ah atamadım be.
Oh, he's kept it out. That's
Ah
a great
atamadım.
save.
4-0 olmuş.
Beşiktaş
Haberim bile yok.
certainly
Ne
look
çabuk
a
yapmışım
very
ben 4-0.
capable
Ben
counter-attacking
2-0
team.
sanıyorum
They're
hala.
direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief.
Abi Owen'a baksana bir kere ya.
How many?
Owen'a baksana bir kere. Ufacık boyunla o kafayı nasıl attın sen kocaman?
Vast.
Well, it's a goal
Hey
fest,
yavrum,
and the
hey.
fact it's so
Ah kahpe
one-sided now
çukur be.
is getting scary.
Bırakmadı.
Aslında Aykut emmem
He's
izlemesi
got
lazım bunu.
four.
Öğrenmesi lazım bir
That
kere.
is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he get it
Defans
through?
yapamıyorum edemiyorum deyip durdu da.
Well, there is a look that says it
Adam
all.
gol atamadı daha emmi. Fark ediyor mu bilmiyorum.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Kendi kendimize nazar atarsın.
Dembele.
Bak kendi kendimize nazar atarsın dedim. Adam kaptırdı. Aha. Aleykümselam.
And it's Yaya Toure. A well cut out.
Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Ücretsizdir.
He could be in
Atarsın sen onu koçum. Atarsın. Sen onu aslanım be. Ulan direkten döndü cezanı. Atarsın onu be.
here. Loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, once he made the save,
Atamadık
it
lan.
didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And he's intervened well there.
Aa, sökemedi.
What a throw in. Skillfully
Çok
cut
sekiyor lan
out.
bu
He
silah.
is so at ease on the ball. Vieira. Yaya Toure.
Niye ne alaka?
Besiktas couldn't
So,
really be
nasıl
more
yani?
watertight in
Anlamadım, ne demek
midfield.
istedin?
Not a trickle is getting through.
İnternet kafedeyim ben ya.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that's well seen too. Robertson. And it's not Pogba. Thuram. Oh, nicely intercepted. And time is up. Besiktas just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick and such
Evet
fun.
var mı gelen? Erhan kim var?
Vallahi şu an boş.
Şeyde diyor var mıydı be? Vardı değil mi?
Nerede?
Normal
Revit'te mi?
version'da. Ha, hayır ötekinde. Diyo'yu mu
Öteki
kaldırdıydı
dediğin.
onlar? Ha solo'yu kaldı. Var var. İyi
Var,
diyor
var.
atarız. Bitti. Bitince haber et.
Tamam.
1484 85 90 100 15 16 puan kalmış.
Ya siktir git orospu çocuğu be.
Mesela ben bir el
Ah
daha
be.
atarım ama neyse çıkayım da gideyim şeye. Evet yeni yayın açarız. Yayını duraklat, yayını durdur.